you guys have a great history of doing really cool, unique, interesting things with your fans. And I was wondering at what point throughout the existence of Local H did you realize how important it was going to be to have sort of that relationship with your fans?
I mean, I think it became this sort of thing where, like, it's two reasons, basically. Like, one, you sort of get bored doing the same thing over and over again. And then two, you sort of have to, like, make your own story or hook, or, get you to come and talk to us, I mean, you have to come up with different ways to get people interested. Unfortunately, music isn't enough, so,
Now, talk to me sort of about what we're going to see later on tonight. Talk to me about, like, the listening party and where that idea came from initially.
I would say it just came, what was it, like different combinations of ideas we threw together with our
right, just the idea of, like, doing, we've done listening parties before, but we thought, like, what if we do this thing where we show up at your house with a case of beer and a copy of the record, and then that seemed like something fun and scary, and let's try that.
Yeah.
Talking about scary, we were just talking before about sort of, you guys have done a few so far.
Mm-hmm.
How many have you done so far, and how many do you have left to do?
This is the third,
and we've got like a couple of weeks of them
Yeah.
to do.
I would say like 10 or so left.
Okay, so emphasizing on that potential word scary, there is a certain unpredictability
There
to it
is.
when you knock on that door.
I mean, you're going up to essentially a stranger's house and just, walking in there with a case of beer, and hopefully they ordered a pizza, and you're just going to play the record on whatever format they want to hear. So, I mean, it's a fun gamble, I guess.
For sure. Now, Scott, you guys have you've seen the band has been around long enough so that you've been able to sort of see the music industry change. Which I think probably of all the entertainment mediums, the actual business has probably, I think, changed the most. Sort of in terms of fan interaction, is that stayed a constant? Has that stayed the same in terms of how you feel like you have to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of from like a different sort of angle on things, I mean, I wouldn't say like that, I was a punk growing up, but I grew up around punks. And so like the whole idea of, who you are in relation to the audience, it's different, and there's never really that idea where, you're different from the audience, or, I mean, I hate the word fan, I don't like that, it's just kind of like, just that whole thing, it seems like it's more, the bands that I really respond to are the bands that just seem like regular people, regular dudes.
Of all the bands that you guys grew up listening to, who are the ones that maybe didn't do this that you wish would have done something like this? Who would you have shelled out money for to have knock on your door, have a case of beer, have a pizza, and listen to their album with?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be great if like David Bowie, would knock on your door with a
Fleetwood Mac.
With a pizza. Fleetwood Mac show up and you have a big orgy of pizza and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so I did some research on things that the band has done with now I don't want to use the word fan anymore, but with the followers that you guys have had, and I was going to read a quote that I found most interesting when it comes to the interaction you guys have had. Attention all planets of the Solar Federation, we have assumed control. Mm-hmm. Can you talk to me about that particular one that you guys did? Because I just thought that was so cool.
That was the thing where, like, if I was DJing somewhere, or if I happened to be somewhere, if you came up to me and quoted that line from a Rush song, then you could get free tickets to this thing that we were doing at Sox Park Field. What is it? Comiskey?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like I had people coming up and quoting Rush for like a month, and it was great. It was a great month.
So maybe if there are fans of Local H watching this particular piece and they're thinking, God, like okay, so they're just like me. That's sort of I think a cool point to stress is that's important to you guys. Is like, hey, like we may be up on the stage, you guys may be out there watching us, but at the end of the day, we're still on the same level.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, we do the same things. I mean, at the shows, we load our own gear. He sells the merch. We're very interactive with the fans, and I mean that just proves that some bands out there are just real people. So,
I mean, that's what's great about this thing that we're doing is like, I mean, these people are inviting us into their homes. We get to see how they live. We get to meet their family, and it's, I mean, and that's like a really weird side effect to the thing that I didn't really expect. That, you know, we sort of we go where they are instead of they come where we are, and we sort of see what their lives are like, and we talk to them about whatever they want to talk about or whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, we've
it's kind of
covered all
touching.
spectrums.
Yeah, it's kind of touching, in fact, you know.
So aside from the fact that it's a side effect of what you guys do, to what degree would you attribute that to your success? The fact that you guys do that sort of stuff, and that's a rare thing. And I think people are responding to it. Obviously, people have responded for, you know, a long time.
I mean, maybe if we were David Bowie, we wouldn't do it.
That's true.
I mean, it's hard to say, you know. I mean, I love what we do, you know, and I think it's great, and I wouldn't change it. And I'm just grateful to those people. And it's if they're into this idea, I'm totally glad, you know.
For sure. Well, guys, I know we got to pack up. I know we got to get going, so I was going to keep the interview short. If that's
Yeah,
cool.
no, whatever.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
Excellent.
Hey,
Awesome. Well,
thank
we're
you
going to,
very
from here
much.
on out, follow the